All right, Rob here, Boricua. So first things first, I want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. It's today. Today's also, excuse me, the 250th anniversary of our nation. That's another thing to be proud of. And so with that, I had an idea to do another video of summer fragrances that are not going to be the oily type that, you know, uh, it's going to give you that oily feeling, especially if you're outside grilling. Um, Now, granted, um, we didn't do any grilling this year because I, for one, when it's as hot as it is right now, because I believe it's 92 right now, and it's I'm not even sure what time it is, maybe 4ish or 5ish right now. It's 92 degrees, and I am not about to fire up the grill with on that heat. No way. So that gave me the idea to do another video like this because I really like these type of scents that are light, but yet they're gonna last. So we're gonna start with this one by Paris Corners. Now the Pacific Chill DNA, it's one of the best. The minty awesomeness is just killer. There is 87,000 trillion dupes of it out there. I have a few, and I brought this one because this is one of the ones that I like the most, and it's not heavy. It's very light, it's very fresh, but yet it's, good Pacific Chill alternative. This was, again, Paris Corners, Lude de Peu, or Despair, I don't know, Serene Grove. Now, the mint on this one is nice, especially on a day like this. It's ridiculously refreshing. This is absolutely killer. So for you guys, I would research this one, get your hands on it, because this one I've had now, I think I've had it now for a year. So like many of these, you get them, the first few times you're gonna be like, oh, this doesn't last for shit. However, you know how it is. They mature, they get awesome. And the next thing I'm gonna talk about is what I wore yesterday, and stand by. But for now, Serene Grove. Okay, the next one we're gonna talk about. This is the one I wore yesterday. This is also by Paris Corners, Le Eau de Despair.
Oui, oui, baguette.
This one is Memories Summer. Now, this is what I wore yesterday. Now, full transparency. This one, I sprayed it in the afternoon. I believe this one is loosely Symphony. But, excuse me. But, so yesterday I was doing errands, I was doing stuff in the house, and I had to do some errands in the afternoon. So it was about 1:30 when I applied it. And I did, I went to get the car washed, so I was outside drying it. Then I had to go to a couple of stores, and I did something else. I can't remember. At about 7:30 yesterday evening is when I took a shower because I got sweaty because it's ridiculously hot outside. And I remember I'm in the shower and I'm soaping, and this is just blowing up on me. And I'm like, holy crap! Do I need to apply anything for the night? I got out of the shower and I could still smell hints of it. Not a lot, but just hints. Enough that I'm like, okay, I can apply something, I'll be safe. But yeah, this one is another one that when you first get it, it's gonna be like, that don't last. Give it some time, guys, and it's gonna blow up on you. This is nice. This is really nice. Memories of Summer. Okay, now this next one, y'all should know how I feel about it because I've done videos of it already. It's not one of my favorites, but it fits this list because it's one of those that it's not heavy. And it's not give you that oily feeling. It's a familiar DNA. We like it, but I guess I have ill feelings towards this one because of how much hype it got, and it almost felt like you were obligated to buy it. because of the hype that it got. And then when I got it, I was so pissed off. I'm like, what the hell? But the truth is, it's not horrible, and it fits this list. This is by Hatlatch Shiaka Snow. Now, am I going to tell you to run and buy this one? Absolutely not. I'm going to do that. But again, for this list, it fits. It's a DNA that we're all extremely familiar, even though it's Meteor, but there are so many others that smell just like this. You can say that this is, I don't know, Azarochrome, because they smell similar. But no, it's Meteor, whatever. But it's good. Yeah, it's not the greatest. But again, it fits this listing to a T. Chiaka Snow. Okay, this next one I've talked about before. It's one of my favorites. It lasts, it projects. On some folks that I know, it doesn't last as much as it does on me, which I don't know how these things work, but on me, I get a full day's wear. This is one of the original inspos of LV Symphony. This one's awesome. This is by Latafa. This is Rave Now White. Now, I've had this one for a long time. I've had this one forever. And let me tell you, this takes that symphony DNA, but just makes it sweeter. I don't know what the hell they did on this, but this is just absolutely killer. I've layered this with others, and I'm not a big layering guy. I've layered this with others, and the results have been outstanding. This is so good. This is so good, and you can get this so cheap. I would running this one. I would say you should run and get it because again, it's super cheap, and you can get it at Amazon really cheap, dirt cheap. I got this, I believe, at Burlington a long time ago, but I would get this if I was you. Rafe Now White. All right, let's stick with Latafa. This one came out, I think, last year, maybe the year before. I don't think it was last year. Back in the craze when everything was God of Fire. Latafa came out with Opulent Dubai. Now, I know there's Vulcan Fue, and Vulcan Fue has the oud note, which that's hit or miss with a lot of people. I am not gonna get that one. I've seen it at my Burlington, but I'm like, you know what? Because I think it was like $40, and I'm like, you know what? I have in my collection maybe 4 already inspos of God of Fire, and I'm like, I don't need another one. And if I'm not mistaken, that one has that oud note, which to me, I'm sure to a lot of you guys out there, it can be hit or miss. I'm not going to risk it, considering that I already have like 4 of the same. But this one is very bright, very, I want to say zesty would be a good way to describe it. Now, yeah, this is nice. Paris Corners, what is it? Mango Ice. That's another one that's extremely good. And I can't say, but the problem is no. But I haven't tested that one in the extreme heat. This one I have. That one I have not. When I did wear it for work, it was apocalyptic. It was so nuclear, it's not even funny. Which could be, it could be one of those that you can feel, heavy or oily on you. I don't know. This one you don't. If you don't have this and you're looking for a God of Fire inspo, check it out. This is good. This is super cheap. I think it was $21 when I last saw it. Opulent Dubai. Okay, this next one. This one is just beautiful, and there may be 1 or 2 that I have talked about in other videos, and if it gets redundant, just fast forward. And I wish I could figure out the whole chapter thing, but I'll get to that one day. But nonetheless, this one's awesome. This is another fresh one that is not going to give you that heavy feeling. This is by Armov. This is Odyssey Aqua. Their take on Invictus Platinum. This one I haven't smelled in a minute, but I remember this was really nice. And yeah, this is nice. A lot of people say this smells like 9 a.m. dive. I don't get it. I have 9 a.m. dive. To me, to this honker, they don't smell alike at all. I prefer this to 9 a.m. dive. 9 a.m. dive, to me, it's can be too synthetic. I know my wife likes it. I'm not a big fan of it because it to me it's just too synthetic, and it kind of goes in different directions, and you know what it's trying to do. This one is just straight to the point, fresh, clean, aquatic, awesome. Yeah, come on. If you don't have this, I would get it. I think it's in the 20s maybe. Odyssey Aqua. All right, guys, and before I forget, do me a solid and subscribe to the channel so that I can keep this going for you. And as you all know, I've said it 1,001 times. I don't do the whole links thing because I don't get paid. I don't get any commission. I don't get jack. That's so you guys know I'm legit. I'm the real deal. I'm not gonna lie. I don't say, oh, you need to get this because I got a commission. No, I don't. All this shit I buy because I like smelling good and I like to share my experience with you guys. Now, let's get off that soapbox. Now, this next one, this is the classier take on the Silver Mountain Wulta DNA. This is by Afnan Supremacy in Heaven. Now I got like 3 or 4 inspos of this DNA. This one, now I also mentioned Siash in another video. I believe it's the same. It was the first part of this video. Siash is more powerful than this, no doubt. Siash projects more. Siash is just a monstrosity, but at the same time, it doesn't give you that heavy feeling. This one is more subdued, more laid back. It still projects, it still lasts, so you're gonna get your hours out of this bad boy. But it's a little like, how can I say? How can I explain it? Siash would be the badass of the group. This is more of the badass with a low profile that you're like, you don't want to mess with that guy. With Siash, you're like, all right, let's dance. You know, I hope that helps. But nonetheless, this is killer on its own. Supremacy in Heaven. Okay, now this one's just awesome. There's just no other way to describe it. One of my favorite DNAs. This is Jinlo Azure. This is just, now this one I wore the other day, and just like all the Jean Lows that I have, oh, man, this is awesome. I forgot what this one is. An inspo of Afternoon Swim. This is so good. This one and the other ones, the older ones that I have of the Jean Lo line, I find now for a year or some longer. So they've had time to do the process. So like these bottles are gonna get me through no problem. The new ones, with the exception of Phantasme, which I'm sure you know about this one. That one, it's powerful, almost nuclear, straight out of the bottle. They did a fantastic job with that one. Now, Verde Aura, I believe that's called. That one I wore the other night, and guys, I don't know what some of these influencers are smoking. To me, it just does not smell good at all. Not only does it not smell good, that's one. My wife don't like it, and on me, I applied it late last night after I got out of the shower, just because I wanted to give it a test. My wife and I came down the basement we watched a couple of movies, to the point that I forgot that I was even wearing it. All I could smell was hers. We go back upstairs, go back, we go to bed, get up this morning, I get on the treadmill, and nothing. So to me, that one I can definitely do without it. And Summer Vibes, it's that much better. But the green one, okay. So, and I guess I should have said these are in no order. I just put them in the order that I grabbed them. So don't think that just because the last one is the best. If you'll, I'll probably tell you which one is my favorite here in a minute. But this one's killer. This is again by Armoff. This is Odyssey Mega. This is their take on the Why You Eau de Parfum. You also got Fakar Black, which is killer. I have that one. And there's a whole bunch of others. Now, the best way that I can say that these are related, or the Fakar in this one. The Fakar is a little, maybe blended better. It's a little classier than this one. This one's more pow. Um, I will not wear Fakar if I'm going to be out grilling. I would reach for this one because this is more powerful, and this one is not going to give you that oily feeling. Fakar won't do that either. But Fakar is not. It doesn't last as long. So Fakar would be more for nighttime wear. This is more for daytime. This one's stout. Like I've worn this one many times, and this one's awesome. Pretty good. Where are you? There you go. Now this is undeniably masculine. This is killer. Yeah, this is one that you can wear and rock it during the day and not worry about that oily feeling. Odyssey Mega. And the last one. A lot of people say that this is a dupe of Afternoon Swim. To my honker, no. I have the reason why I got the smaller bottle is because, well, that's all they had. That's all and when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it because I've heard so many people say it's good, but the longevity is not great. Well, Odyssey Limoni. Now, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The longevity on this one is not great, but and it's on its or in its defense. This is nice. I've only had this bottle. I haven't had it that long. I've maybe worn it one time, so I haven't given it a fair test. I'm going. I go back to work Monday, so vacation's over. Anyway, so I go back to work Monday. I'm probably gonna rock it next week. And as I always do, I'll always spray the crap out of it, just like all my others. And I'll give it a good test, and we'll see. But the smell on its own is beautiful. It kind of walks the same path as Afternoon Swim, kind of because of the citrus and the orange. Okay, but it's awesome. I love it. Odyssey Limoni, the fresh edition, it says on the side. All right, now, and you know what? As far as all these that I just mentioned, as far as my favorite that lasts the longest is the one that I'm driving and I'm like, oh man, this is killer. I'm gonna go with, let's see. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm gonna start with that, followed by this. Oh, damn. Okay. Finish with this. Those will be my top 3 out of these 10. If I had to pick one right now because it's blazing outside and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna grill, probably this one. Probably this one. Till next time. Later.